There's nothing in there, stupid. Hey, there's nothing in there. You're not getting any more. You're not getting any more. Just lay down. Cut it up. As soon as I come live, you want to fucking irritate me. Damn dog, man. Can't keep still for 5 minutes. Damn nuisance. Want to drink a whole fucking gallon of water every 5 seconds. Sit your ass down. Like to know how much water you think you're gonna drink, acting like you live in the desert. I just gave you water like 3 times in the last 2 hours. Damn dog. You want a dog, Barb? You can have her. Give it to you for free. I even give you a whole year's supply of food. How you doing, Barb? Oh Lord have mercy. Always something, man. Can't wait till this retrograde over because this dog's getting nuts all the time. She's been alright. It's just always want to drink water every 5 minutes. Don't make no sense. Yeah, I would gladly bring her up, and I wouldn't even miss. Damn nuisance. That's why I should have left her ass outside. Should have left her outside, actually. I should put her outside. Maybe that's what she wants. Because she's been like acting weird. You want to go outside? Or are you good? I just literally asked her if she wanted to go outside about half an hour ago. She's like, nope, I'm not going out there. It's not her fault. Da-dee-dee, da-dee-da. Some people are so weird. Oh no. I didn't even know he passed away. Somebody passed away. Oh, man. That sucks. You're getting old and you understand Diamond. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you know what, Barb? I do drink a lot of water too. You know, I'm constantly, as I'm older, now that you're older, do you drink more water now? Or do you feel like your mouth is dry a lot and you need water? Maybe I'll get your opinion. The dog's eat and drink like us, you know? But I noticed that she drinks a lot more water now than usual. Like, I guess her mouth must be dry a lot. Maybe it's the temperature. Because I have to admit, my mouth is dry a lot too. Yeah. I mean, when I come live on here, I'm constantly drinking water too, so I get it. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess it must be a thing. I mean, I only drink a lot of water in the summertime. But mind you, like I do feel thirsty a lot. Medicine makes your mouth dry. Yeah. I'm not on medicine, but neither. Well, Diamond's on medication now, but I don't know. It's like she constantly wants to drink water all the time. She never used to be like that, but I guess she must be feeling, you know. Also, it could be like because I got my AC on, right? So it's drying up everything, you know. I don't know. I just don't want to give her a shit ton of water all the time, you know, because then come nighttime, she's gonna want to pee her fucking brains out all over my floor. I mean, it's still early, but you know. And I do take her to pee before I go to sleep. I don't know. I just don't want to give her too much water. I'll give her a little bit at a time. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to think or what to do anymore. I wish that she could talk so I can, you know what she's saying, but you know. I opened the door wide open. I was like, and I went outside. I was like, "Come on, let's go outside." And she's like, "I don't want to go outside. I want water, damn it." And then I went to get some water, put it in her bowl, and that's what she wanted. And she drank it and she sat down as if to say, "That's what I want. I want water." Yeah, I have to admit, I carry one in my van all the time. I'm always got water bottles in my van. That is like a thing now too. People always carrying water bottles around. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I guess. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe she really wants a lot of water. I don't know. I mean, I drink water. I'm about to drink some right now. Cheers. I probably have drank more water now than ever. Yeah, I'm not really someone who wants to eat 24/7. If I did, I'd be like a fucking 300-pound blimp. I'm not really one that eats that much. Like this morning, I had a coffee, a scone with some cheese. And then lunch, oh yeah, my nephew and I went to lunch and got three chicken tenders and some fries. And then for dinner, we had a ham and cheese omelet, you know, and that's it. Ham and cheese omelet and some mac and cheese left over from the other night. Diamond, she doesn't eat that. Well, she would eat all day actually, but I actually gave her some leftover mac and cheese for after dinner. I fed her a can of food and a can of dry, and I mix it together with some water, and then she eats that once a day. In the morning, I give her a couple biscuits or a couple cookies. That's it. And then sometimes, like, I'll give her a piece of cheese so I can give her pill with it. And then at nighttime, I'll probably give her like a biscuit or two, like a small little treat biscuit, like, really, really small ones. I'll give her like two of those before she goes to sleep, just so she has something in her belly. But, you know, yeah, I'm not really, I don't know, like I used to like eat at nighttime a lot, but now I don't. Because when I used to smoke, right, I used to get the munchies and I'll eat at night. And then that's how I gained majority of my weight back then. But I don't really snack too much. If I do, it's during the day. Like I'll have a brownie or something. Like my mom makes brownies, and I'll eat a brownie and some chips or something like that. Or like if I eat my breakfast, sometimes like if I have a cookie around or something, like a chocolate chip cookie, I'll eat that just to finish off my coffee and something like that. And that's about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really stuffing my face all day. And I don't really give Diamond too much stuff. Like I said, I'll give her a couple treats here and there. Tonight I gave her a scoop of macaroni and cheese that was left over, and a couple pieces of like cut off pieces of ham that I had that was too much for my omelet. But that was pretty much it. She doesn't eat that much, and I don't eat that much, but we drink a lot. I drink a lot of water. So does she. I drink iced tea. I had a Pepsi today, but it's the fountain one. My nephew wanted a Pepsi, so I was like, all right, I'll get one too then. And I didn't drink all of it. I probably drank three-quarters of it. It was a small Pepsi. And I try not to even drink that. I don't really like drinking too much soda. Every now and then I'll have it, but I'll never drink it all. Because I'll get to the point where I don't even want it anymore. It starts to get flat, you know? It's not even like that decent of a, I don't know. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Yeah. Usually, like if I'm hungry before I go to sleep, if anything, I'll eat like popcorn or something light, or I'll eat like a cookie or something. But I really don't eat past like 8:30. The latest I'll probably have a snack is probably 9 o'clock. I won't go past that. And I like to eat dinner early, between 6 and 7 o'clock, around that. If I eat past 7 o'clock and between 7 and 9, it's gonna be worse when I go to sleep. Because when I go to sleep, I'm gonna get indigestion or heartburn because I'm laying down and the food's going back up my damn throat. So I try not to eat late. So today I ate like 6:45, 7 o'clock, and I only had like a ham and cheese omelet and some mac and cheese. And my nephew ate all the potatoes. I told him I don't want any. So, but tomorrow's gonna be nice because tomorrow's my sister's birthday. Tonight she's out with her friends, eating at this restaurant with all her friends. And then tomorrow it's gonna be family. Me, her, my nephew, and my mom. And we're all going to brunch, 12:15. And then around 6:30, for dinner, we're gonna have lobster. I'm gonna treat my sister to lobster. The boys bought her a bouquet of flowers today. I got her a card to go with it. So she's happy. And now she's gonna hang out with her friends, and um and tomorrow it's gonna be me and the family and her. And then I'm gonna make her dinner tomorrow for her birthday present from me. So yeah, it's gonna be fun tomorrow. Hang out with everybody for her birthday. Go to brunch. Don't have to cook. Then I end up cooking at dinner time. I don't have to cook lunch tomorrow. That's good. Nor breakfast. So can't wait for that. Be good. The place we go to brunch is really nice. It's at this hotel by the airport. It's really nice there. So I'm looking forward to going there. Hey Lynn, how you doing? I just got your donation. Thanks. I see you want a journal. All right, cool. General. All right. The usual. All right. Okay. So we have the Hermit, Tower Reverse, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. The heck is going on here? All right. So what I would say is you might be like you might be cautious about what you want to do, how you want to do it. You might be living in some self-denial, or you might be just saying, no, I need to withdraw from this and I need to see how things go first. I'll be discreet about things, and I don't want to go back into any old ways or old system, or I don't want to do nothing that's not worthwhile, a good change. Um, and you don't want to continue to go backwards or go to a certain situation or that will, put you back further or put you back into a system or a way that you don't want to go back into. This also can mean that wherever you're living or wherever you are, right, you might not want to be there anymore, or you might want to change it, or you don't know what you want to do. You might even be thinking about leaving or trying to go to a different place, or you might need a vacation, or you want a vacation, or you want to go on a trip. And if this isn't a trip, it just could be you wanting to like leave the place you're at and go somewhere different, or you just thinking about it, not wanting to do it, but might just thinking about it. And if that's not the case, then it's just like you trying to overcome some difficult situations and making a really, headstrong attempt to overcome it all. If you like, if you want to go on a trip or some type of, journey, you might want to go somewhere like where there's, somewhere refreshing or somewhere you feel like you've been before and you want to go, or you might just need a vacation or something like that, or you feel like you want a vacation, you want to get away from it all. Not want to physically actually go, but mentally you want to go where you're thinking about it. Could be like just going on like a 2 hour drive somewhere and just hanging out somewhere different or something. Could be that too. And then you have here the King of Pentacles. So this could be like a boss, a person that you go to or you talk to or you know, and this person like could be a loyal friend, a good person that's smart, a business person, someone who's a leader, someone who's experienced, someone you go to. Could be your dad, could be your brother, could be a friend. Like I said, could be a boss or something like that. This person is willing to like help you or um, help you make wise investments or do make intelligent choices. This person could be helping you like in the next couple of days or this person could be a part of your life where they will say, "Hey, look, I'll help you," or "I'll do this for you," or "You can rely on me." You can, blah blah blah. But this person could be like very significant to you in the next couple of days. This King of Pentacles could be somebody older than you. Doesn't have to be, but could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but this could be someone who's just like has good character, has good sense, someone who's smart, someone who's gonna like help you deal with whatever you need to deal with. Or this is a person that you want as your partner, somebody who you would like to have as a partner. The King of Pentacles is like a woman who wants somebody who wants a partner, but might not know who this person is or might not see this person right now. But that could be something like that. So I don't get no love cards here, but you know, this signifies somebody who you might want as a partner, someone who has some sense. You've been having trouble with your phone service. You have to go to the store to help restore service. Oh, okay. So this person might be someone who's going to help you with that. Could be a guy that helps you. Yeah. So you have heart sense, and this person has to have some sense. You know. But yeah, it doesn't have to be because I don't get no other love cards here. But it could be like a partner that you would like to have, somebody that has these qualities. And like I said, if it's not, then I'm just trying to do like in general. I'm just trying to cover everything. That's all. Yeah, if you go to the store on Monday, then you might deal with this guy, and he might be able to help you out. I know, right? Join the club. Thank God you know me. Yeah, you should get your phone service should be fixed on Monday. I got a yes for that. So somebody's gonna offer help. So, sounds good. I got a yes for getting the phone service fixed next week. So it'll get fixed. Should be fixed. Uh, you know, Monday. Hey Virgo, how you doing? Yeah. I asked if it's gonna get fixed on Monday. It said yes. So that's good. Yeah. It's nothing like being without phone service. That sucks. It's annoying. You good? You just laying down? Don't get fun slapped. I know when you lay down, you like this, then you like, don't get fun slapped. Go to sleep before you get slapped. Yeah. Nothing bad there, Lynn, in the general. Just things you gotta do, things you gotta deal with. But the outcome should be good, though. The outcome looks good. You're welcome, Lynn. No problem. Thank you. Nothing serious. Hopefully the retrograde got one more week of this shit, and then it'll be gone. Thank God. Can't wait till this retrograde's over. It's been driving me nuts. And usually the last couple of days are the worst. I hope the worst is already gone. Fuck. Sick and tired of this retrograde shit. Yeah, the fun slaps. Yeah. Virgo's famous for that. She'd be in here watching me, listening to us in there, looking at everything. Next thing you know, bah. Then she'll wake up like an hour later. She'll look, oh shit, Mark's live's gone. I got fun slapped. And then the next day she'll be like, yeah, Mark, sorry. I fell asleep. I'll be like, yeah, I know. I was like, good night, Virgo. Meanwhile, nothing. Crickets. I ain't heard shit back. No good night, no nothing. If she says good night first, then I know that she ain't gonna get fun slapped. But if I don't see her, if she goes missing, I know she got fun slapped. For sure. It's probably happened to me maybe a couple times. I try not to let myself get to that point. I have to be like super tired for that to happen. Like really tired. And I try not to look at my phone too much at night. I try not to, that's for sure. Can't believe it's Saturday already. Yeah, poop it out. There you go. Gotta get rid of it. Why not? Now my dog's finally sleeping and minding her own business over there. Damn dog. You guys want a card? I'll give you one. They must be us. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got for you. All right, your card says respect for other people brings me peace. Oh, sounds good. He must love his grandma. Virgo, it says, I respect whatever people believe, whatever people want to do with their lives. By respecting other people, I am not in conflict with anyone. I am in peace. Amen. I like that. I don't give a shit what you're doing. Because I'm in peace when I don't care what you're doing. He made brownies, tacos, and apple crumble pie. Oh, Lord. Ah, there you go. See? All right, Barbie, you want a card? I'll give you one. All right. All right, Barbie, it's your cup of tea. It says, what message am I delivering to the people I love? I know. Bit brownies, tacos, and apple crumble pie. That's what message is delivering to her, the people she loves. Food. I deliver truth and love to everyone around me. I use the word with impeccability to deliver my message, to deliver myself, because I am the message. Barbie. She delivers baked goods, food. Barbie's granny of the year. Tacos and shit. Dang. Lynn, are you here? I'll give you a card if you want. Hey Dan, how you doing? I pulled a card for myself. See what I get. I am free to be who I really am. Personal freedom, the freedom to be who I really am, the freedom to do what I really want to do, is the greatest gift that I can give myself. Amen and hallelujah. That's absolutely true. I've never been more free to be myself in this lifetime. All's good. You want a card, Dan? I'll give you one. I know you just got here. I'll let you breathe first. Yeah, that's right. Is it just my YouTube or is everyone's name with it? Yeah. It's the way it is, yeah. It's so annoying. That's right, Barbie. Personal freedom. That's what life is all about. Yeah, it's all like that. It's all like that. I don't know why it's like that, Virgo. I have no idea. But from time to time, it does that dumb shit, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's a setting on. I don't know what happens, or I don't know why it does that. It don't make any sense. I'm clicking on shit here, and it doesn't say anything about, the why it does that. I have no idea why it does that. I went in somebody's room yesterday, and it had my thing all up, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" So I know it's not just me. Yeah, it's cataloging AI. There you go. There you go. All right, Dan, let me get you a card, brother. See what spirits got for you. See if you've been a good boy. Oh, Lord, this is gonna make Dan's head explode. All right, Dan, this is your card. I come from the infinite. Make sure you don't do any of those type of stretches like that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Every cell in my body is a universe of its own. It's intelligent, it's complete, and it's programmed to be what it is. Whatever Dan wants. It's Dan's world, and he lives in it, damn it. This is Dan later on tonight before he goes to bed. And his wife's gonna be like, Daniel, what the fuck are you doing? Well, Mark gave me a card and it told me to stretch like this before I go to sleep. It says, I come from the infinite. Boy, get your ass in the bed. Yes, ma'am. That's what's gonna happen tonight. Lucky, you want a card? I should roll her eyes. There you go. Don't worry, I get the rolling eye emoji all the time. All right, Lucky. The real me is beyond everything I know. It says, the real me is truth. My physical presence is real. Everything else, including everything I know through symbols, is not truth. It's not real. It's an illusion, and it's beautiful. There you go. The real me is beyond everything I know. Real pain in the ass. All right, that's everybody on the list. Well, everybody that's here. There you go. You're welcome, Lucky. Just a simple message for everyone. That's all. Why not? Every week you're in here, it's tough. It's tough for me to deal with you. I realize what a pain in the ass you are. Virgo's giving me a look. What did I do again? Nothing as usual. You made a coffee, Dan? I would have a coffee, but I can't have a coffee now. I had 2 cups today. Well, a cup and a half at most. I didn't drink the rest of it. What did I do again? Why me? Calm down, Lucky. Calm down. Yeah, I like drinking coffee, but only in the winter time. And winter time here hasn't really arrived. It's not cold yet. Good. I'm glad they gave you an assignment to keep your ass busy and away from trouble. All right, Virgo, take care. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow, but I'll be here like in the evening time. I'm gonna have lunch and dinner with her for her birthday, so I'll be here at nighttime around this time. There you go. Make me some coffee. My mom, she drinks tea all the time. She don't really drink coffee. She has to be in the mood to have a coffee. Sometimes she'll have a coffee when she feels like it. Me, I can only drink coffee in the morning pretty much. Sometimes when it's cool and cold at night here, like in January maybe, January, February, I'll like when I go live, I'll probably like get a coffee and come on live and drink my coffee and shit at nighttime. I've done it here and there, but it's not something that I do on a regular basis. But I like to drink coffee at in wintertime at nighttime, not during these times. I just don't feel like doing it. But yeah, to each their own. I know people who drink coffee all day, every day, like 6, 7 coffees a damn day. 6, 7. Yeah, I can't drink that many coffees in one day. I'll be bouncing off the fucking walls. I'll be doing cartwheels and shit, putting out my back. I can't have too much coffee. It's not good for me. No thanks. I don't really like tea too much. I'll drink tea if there's nothing else or if I feel in the mood for it. I usually drink tea when I'm sick or something, or like I have the flu or something. I'll drink lemon tea or something like that. But I'm not really a tea drinker like that. But I'll drink coffee every day without a doubt. Yep, you're damn right. That's true, Dan. They'll say, "Oh, I haven't had my coffee. I haven't had my fix." I'm like, "Damn, coffee does that to you? Shit, you better stop drinking that shit and go get some help." Sometimes I don't even drink the first cup of coffee. I'll drink no problem, but the second cup of coffee, I'll drink like probably half, maybe 3/4, and I end up throwing the rest away. That's majority of every day. Now, sometimes depending on what I eat for breakfast, if it requires me drinking 2 cups or having 2 cups to to enjoy it a bit or whatever, yeah, I'll do it. I have to be in the mood. Like I said, sometimes in the wintertime when it's really cold, I have like 3 cups, maybe four sometimes, but it all depends. Hey Monique, how you doing? What up? What up, blood? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? You good? Good. Me too. I was good in the hood. Oh, lucky taxes are a part of life. No matter what, when you earn your business, you have to have it. You have to pay for it. You don't have to, but if you don't, you won't have one. So that's why it's good not to, when you earn your own business in the beginning, it's good not to pay yourself too much money. It's always good to have like yourself on like a minimum wage until things get better. So that way you can pay your taxes and pay whatever it has to be required to pay for. And then as you go on, you can end up using everything for yourself and to pay for things. Taxes are a part of life. It's annoying. I wish there was no taxes at all. Maybe one day, but I doubt it. Best thing to do is do it all yourself, like I do. If you do everything yourself, you save money, time, and you ain't gotta worry about no one else dealing with it. It's all in your hands. You can definitely find time to do it. There's no excuses. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Well, I'm saying that to be nice, but you know. Hey, Brunei, how you doing? Yeah, you're always gonna spend when you have your own business. You're always gonna spend money on shit. But one thing I learned the hard way is to do things yourself, so you save money and you understand that when you first start a business, you don't really want to fuck around like that and spend unnecessary money. But people are gonna say, "Oh well, every business is different." Yeah, see, she just said it. Taxes are different here. Knew that was coming. Brunei, thanks for the donation. You can ask your question. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Well, that's the thing. It's just you can go ahead and do that if you feel like that's comfortable. You doing that, but you got to remember when you first start a business, you need all the revenue you can so you can keep up with the products. If you can do shit yourself, right, then it's better. But if you can afford to get somebody to do it, then that's up to you. You know. All right, Blue Nile, you said what are kids' feelings towards you? Well, I would say this person K's feelings towards you is like not reality. This person like is overwhelmed. They don't know how to think. They don't know what to think, and they fear that things are not going to be right between you and them. This person feels like they're not going to gain anything from the status of your current, relationship or friendship that you're in. This person might not be telling you the truth, and it's probably you guys are probably gonna have differences of opinion, and things are probably gonna get petty, and there might be some arguments, or both of you might not be happy with each other in the coming days. You know, so this could I don't get nothing good here, so it looks like this person might still not be over their ex, obviously, so that's why they're not feeling any type of good way again with you. So that's probably why. Well, this person, I feel like this person's still not over their ex, but their ex does not want them. You know, I'm getting he still feels something for her, and he wants to, he wants either her to forgive him or him to forgive her. But I think he wants her to forgive him. But she's like, go to hell and go away. I got her as the Queen of Swords reversed, and she doesn't want nothing to do with him. So even though he might be caught up on her or still thinking about her or not sure, he thinks that he wants things to improve and overcome what the past efforts that he put in. Like he might be telling her, hey, look, I want to change. I want to come back to you. I want to be better. I fucked up. And then she's probably like, hell no, I don't want you, bro. You know? Because I got her reversed here. She doesn't want him. So looks like he's all over the place. What you should do, leave him alone and not deal with him. If he ain't giving you 100%, then don't give him 100%. Simple as that. If he's still worried about his ex and his ex ain't worrying about him, what does that say? You know? And if he's gonna be leaving the country after he graduates, then why are you even worried about it? I would say just speak when spoken to, deal with him when you have to, and that's it. Keep your distance and go about your business. That's the best way that you protect your energy, protect your feelings. You know. Well, if you don't want to date the guy, then yeah, fuck it. Why worry about it? Hmm. Yep, that's why leave well enough alone. He's pretty much showing you with that. I'm sure he might once he gets. Because isn't he? Doesn't he go to school with you and stuff? I'm sure he probably will to say goodbye, or when he leaves, or to say, hey, look, I've been going through some bullshit. It's the retrograde too, so that's why things are happening. But I'm sure he'll speak to you again. I'm sure. Mhm. Probably just going through his little phase. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just give him time. He'll come back. Speak when spoken to. That's my advice. All right. Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. You said what currently are the thoughts and feelings of? Oh Lord. It's definitely the retrograde. That's up to you whether or not you want to speak to him. You know, you want to speak to him, speak to him. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. That's up to you, you know. All right, Marilyn, you said. Well, you're welcome, Blue Nile, but try not to get into an argument and try not to give him that energy, you know. At the end of the day, he's not your boyfriend, he's just your friend. So, you know, try to take it with, however it comes, you know. All right. Um, Marilyn, what I would say here is this ex of yours, I don't even see them like thinking about you or having feelings about you at all. Um, it looks like this person is going through some type of loss or something. Somebody might have passed away in their life and they're going through some like hard times. And they feel very weak, stagnant. Looks like they're not really going anywhere in life. They're just like stuck. And it looks like they, you know, the only thing I get here that's positive is they think that, you're smart and they liked you when they were with you. And, their desire for you is still, thought about, I would say. They might think about you from time to time if something like reminds them. But otherwise, that this person is not in a good place right now. They don't seem very, active or determined to do anything. Um, I see them reversed here twice. So it's like they've lost something or they have no certain outlook on what they want to do in their life, you know? So I would say RD, your ex, doesn't really give a shit about, his thoughts and feelings about anybody. And when it comes to you, he might have a desire of thinking about you from time to time, but when something pops up, but that's about it. And he thinks you're smart. That's about it. But he probably thinks that you don't give a shit about him. Hmm. If you guys argued a lot, then I would say he's still like that. Well, a death definitely occurred here in the cards. Like something's going on with the death where it's made him feel very, weak and upset. Because I got that he buried somebody. So I don't like seeing that card, but that's what it means to me. Yeah. Marilyn, I would say that his mom did pass. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting like a lot of like arguing and fighting. So you might be fighting about like, the things that his mom left behind or something like that. Could be something like that. Yeah. So I'm not getting anything good there, unfortunately. But I asked if that was the case and it said yes. Somebody, well, I don't really like to ask about death anyway, but it says something bad's happened and it could be that. And there's a lot of conflict because of it. Usually when people die, everybody wants what they have. So it could be like that type of conflict going on with him and his siblings or him and the law or him and whoever or other family members. Could be bullshit like that. Usually happens. Hey Tanya, how you doing? Yeah, I see conflict going on. So he's obviously having conflict with someone. So that's probably what it is. But if he's the only child, then maybe he's having a hard time dealing with it. Maybe he's fighting the law or he's fighting someone, situations or whatever. Or it could just be him internally, like, upset that his mom's gone. Yeah, that's probably what it is. If he was close to his mom, then that's probably what it is then. Oh, nice, Tanya. You had a creepy guy wanting to the code to the bathroom. Wow. And he wouldn't even tell him he probably shit himself. You're so rude. You're the guy that could. Come on, man. Guy wanna use the bathroom. Poor creepy guy. Now you had to go in the trees. That's right, he can go in the trees. If he didn't ask you for toilet paper, then that's a good thing. If he didn't say, "Hey, excuse me, miss, do you have any toilet paper I could borrow? Cause like you don't have the code for the bathroom, so I need to go in the bushes." You'd be like, "No, sorry, I don't. It's bad enough I don't have a towel." Oh hell no. Yeah, I'm any teasing. Yeah, I would never let some stranger use my restroom. Hell no. Fuck that. They might have crabs. You ain't giving that shit to me. All right, Marilyn, you said what would happen if I reach out to him? Hmm. if you were to reach out to RD, what I'm getting is that he's gonna feel weird about talking to you again, and he's gonna feel weird about like how things are. He might like ask you a lot of questions about your life and things like that, and he might take it as if like you're wanting him back, or you're doing it to see if you want him back or stuff like that. Like he might not take it as if you're just checking up on him and seeing how he's doing. He's gonna take it as, oh yeah, such and such. He might tell you that he's embarrassed of how things was, that he's very like uncertain, and he doubts things, and he's got anxiety and blah blah blah, and he wants new things in his life. He wants to do things in a new way. He might even ask you for like a chance to be back with you again, because he probably thinks that that's what you are like contacting him for. So he might take it the wrong way. Hey Sonny, how you been? So Marilyn, I would say even if you reached out to him, I feel like he'll speak to you, but he's gonna take it in a way where he's gonna like take it as, hey, why are you contacting me, that type of stuff. Obviously you want me back, or he's probably gonna try and get you back or try and talk you into it. Like he's not gonna take it as if you're checking up on him to see if you're his mom and whatever, something like that. He's gonna take it as this is a new chance for me to try and get you back, or you trying to like make him get you back or something like that. So he's gonna take it as a weird experience if you called him. Like, yeah, what do you want? You know? I mean, if you were to call him, he's gonna think that you want him back. It doesn't say that he wants you back. He thinks that you are calling him to get him back. Like you wanna, not like you're doing it to say, hey, you know? Because by you calling him, that's making him think that, hey, she must want me back because she's calling me. She's asking me things, or, checking up on me. So she obviously wants to D. That's how any guy would take that. If you're calling an axe back, or you're calling an axe to check up on him, obviously you're gonna think, as a guy, you're gonna think that woman wants more than that. So I wouldn't say he wants to get back with you. He's going to think that that's what you want. He's probably going to think that you want that. And then by you doing that, it's going to make him say, hey, let me see if I can get her. You see what I mean? That's what I get. Yeah. So if I were you, if you wanted to reach out to him, then I would say be prepared for like a weird type of vibe, or a weird something, like where he would like, you know, be like, oh, why are you calling me? You must want the D again, or you must want me back or something. He's gonna think that you want him back. But if you want him back, then you gotta tell him. That's up to you. But I think it would just be like, because I got the devil card here and the ace of wands, and that's like a sex based thing. So he would probably just want to, have sex with you again and be like, yeah, that'd be great. Maybe she's calling me because she wants to D. That's what any guy would think, straight up. If my ex called me right now and said, hey, Mark, how you doing? I heard your dad passed away and this and that, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And, I'd be like, yeah, thanks for calling. Bye. She'd be like, no, don't call. I miss you. I love you. I still love you. What you, bitch, get the fuck. He's a Capricorn, or maybe that's why the devil card showed up. Then that's him. Yeah. Yeah, the devil card is him. It's Capricorn. But when you have the devil card and the ace of wands next to each other, to me that means like, you know, he wants something, he would like to see you again or have sex with you again. To me that's what it means. Because the other cards next to it signify that too. So if you guys had a sexual relationship, then that's probably all he really wants. Or he must think that that's why you're calling, to get that D again. I mean, it's really up to you. If you want to call him, and you know that, if you're calling him to find out if his mom's passed away or something, I wouldn't do that, because you can just check the obituary section for that. You know what I'm saying? You know where if you know where he lives, you can just find out by like checking if you know her name and all that stuff. So I would say just don't go by what I say. The cards are saying that's very possible that happened. Now it could also be like someone else passed away and not his mom. But if you want to call him just to say, hey, I heard your mom passed away through a psychic, then that's not. He'll probably think you're fucking nuts. But I would say check first to see if she is really gone. So then you have an excuse to do it. But if you don't, then he's probably gonna say, she must want the D or something. But if you want, to get some from him and be back with him, then that's up to you. You see what I mean? It all depends on why you want to contact him, or what, that's the thing. But he shows up in the reading if he is a Capricorn. The devil card is Capricorn. But the devil card is not good anyway. Most Capricorns are the devil in living flesh. And most Capricorn men can't handle being in a relationship for too long. They can't. They don't last. And if they do last, they're probably a Capricorn rising, and they're probably Aquarius, everything else. Okay, Barbie, take care. Sleep well. Have a good weekend. Okay. Pretty much. I have Capricorn in my Mercury and my Mars, but I'm far from being a Capricorn, that's for sure. I knew a lot of Capricorn guys and women, and they be driving me nuts. I avoid them at all costs. My mom's a Capricorn, and she can be very dramatic and annoying at times, but she's the only Capricorn I love. Now, Capricorn men, me and them don't get along at all. We don't get along. And most women I know that date Capricorn guys, they always have problems. They're very controlling, narcissistic. They're jealous. They like to control you, tell you what to do, which is not good. And if you're like a chick that doesn't want that, then I would say don't deal with them. If they want you all to yourself. All right. Sonny, thanks for the super chat. You said, whatever the cards say, no whammies. You be watching too much game shows. Big bucks, no whammies. Maryland's probably in the background like Mark's projecting his fucking Capricorn bullshit in my reading again. Mark's projecting his fucking Capricorn advice in my reading. But you know what? My ex-Capricorn is like that. Fuck. So I can't even tell him he's projecting this shit in my reading because it is true. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, he's right. Damn Capricorns. All right. Sonny, I would say that the cards are saying that you might be following your old ways. You might be still feeling a little oppressed or depressed about certain things. You have an unhappy marriage or relationship with someone that's affecting your life, and it's no worthwhile change in that category right now. So it's just stuck there and just there. I see you not knowing what you really want to do. You perceiving into the unknown, not knowing what you want, just like trying to be active and trying to be alert and awake to anything that's bad, and you're holding your guard up at the moment. Also, I get that you want to overcome some difficulties and you want to have like success after all this bullshit's over. You might think about taking a trip or traveling, or you might just want to go somewhere and, have your quiet time. Um, I also get that you want your solitude, you want to be secluded from, evil and negativity and those type of things. You want to escape from your mind for a second or two and just like say, hey, I need to mentally like not get drained when shit like this happens, and I gotta stop overthinking. I gotta make sure that, I retreat from this bullshit and just like get myself back together and put myself in a better position to be happier and to know that things are gonna get better if I allow it to get better. So I actually projected my Aquarian ideas when I asked about my Aquarian cards. See that, love? See, I can't help it. I can't help it, Marilyn. What can I say? Ever since you said that, I realized that I do it all the time. I can't help myself. What can I say? I'm sorry. Somebody has to project themselves. Shit. Also, Sonny, there might be somebody that's jealous and envious of you, or if not, there's someone that's selfish and not willing to like give themselves up. You know, this person's timid and they lack a lot of things, and you want this person to be kind and compassionate for once, but they're not. You might be arguing with somebody constantly over and over, and you also might be like depressed at sometimes and find it difficult because the past is still coming up in the future, you know. So, Sonny, I kind of get the same thing all the time here, and that's probably why it comes up because it's what's in your mind dealing with these situations. I mean, you know what you got to do, you just got to do it. Yeah, I mean, it's a part of life to project yourself, because you want people to hear your example or your side of the story or how you feel about, the same subject or whatever. So projecting yourself is not a bad thing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. I want to be unique, that's for sure. I definitely don't sound like other readers, that's for sure. I know that. I made sure I never sound like someone else. Okay, guys, I have the full card here, and this card says take a risk. You see the guy? He's like on the edge of the cliff, and that means you gotta take a risk. I never heard something so stupid in my life when somebody says that shit. Oh my god, the Ace of Cups. That means that Billy Bob is gonna offer you love, 'cause it's a cup. No, he's gonna fucking hit you with that cup and spill some hot ass coffee on your bitch ass. That's what he might do. That's not what Ace of Cups means, stupid. Fuck you get your meetings from, huh? Me, I would diss the shit out of so many readers, but I used to do it anyway, but I stopped doing it. To each their own. They're dumb as shit. Sonny, I also get here like you got to do something to stop thinking about everything. I know it's hard, sweetheart, and I know you overthink about a lot of things. But if you have like, I know you said you had I know you said you had children or a child. Spirit saying like, don't waste time in that aspect. Like, always be there for your child, and just know that even though you have a bad partner and they're biased and they're using their judgment and using their ways to make things worse, just take care of your child because your child will end up being caught up in the whole thing and you don't want that. So that's the last thing I get here in the cards, Sonny. Yeah, there's a lot of people who want to be like him, but never me. I don't want to insult people and be disrespectful to people. You know, that's not happening. Because then spirit would be like, you rude bastard, we're not going to give you no answers. I would never be that way. But there's been times where I'm going off on people in here for sure. And rightfully so. They deserve it because they're aggravating me or disrespecting me or, just being a fucking nuisance. And I have to tell them about themselves or delete their ass from here, which is fair because you're in my space. So you better respect me. If not, then goodbye. But a lot of readers have a problem. They like to sound alike. They all sound the same. They all read the same. They say the same shit, the same meanings. They don't even like project themselves properly in the reading or even like read the situation. And a lot of them lie like crazy. Or they think they're hearing shit that really they're not hearing. But there's a lot of readers who need help. A lot of them do too much shit too. A lot of readers I see, they be shuffling the cards all aggressive and carrying on. They be like forcing the cards to pop out so they can get their answers. I don't really like all that shit, but hey, if that works for you, then fine, you know? But you shouldn't be like, shuffling the cards like just trying to strangle them and shit. I just don't get why people do that, but to each their own. Sometimes when I say that, people get offended because that's what they do. You can go ahead and do what you want. If it works and you're reading people and it's working, then fine. If it ain't working, it's trying to tell you something. You ain't got to do all that extra shit. It's unnecessary. It's just like how people got like all this shit on their table while they shuffle cards and all that and thinking that it's gonna make some difference. It's all in here, look. You don't need none of that extra shit. Cause at the end of the day, you're getting the message from spirit. Spirit ain't worried about what's on your desk, what's on your table. If you sage every fucking reading, if you like stick the sage sideways or put it, somewhere or, all that type of bullshit, all that stuff's unnecessary. I found that out the hard way. I thought that I had to do what everybody else did, but come to find out I don't. Because at the end of the day, spirit gives you the answers. So you just gotta connect with them and not with the material things around you and the symbols and the signs and things like that. All that shit's unnecessary. But that's just me. Some people feel like they need that or they have to have that in order to be a complete psychic or a reader. But to each their own. Some people might not like the way I read, and that's their problem, not mine. So hey, it's all good. Anything I don't like is people who say they're something that they're not. I've had a lot of people come into this room over the past couple years and say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Everything is I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. And then when I go to their room or I see them work, I'm like, you ain't fucking shit. I ain't seeing nothing. Everything you said, I ain't seeing one damn thing you've done. You just talk to hear yourself. And your bio is like 10 pages long, and you do 10 minutes of nothing every fucking day on your channel. And I can go on and on about it, but you're welcome, Sonny. There's a lot of people who take this shit for granted and use it as a money making thing or a scam. And they don't really care about the whole, like, they don't really care about the person about their reading. They don't give a shit. But hey, I don't know. There's a lot of people who like think they're somebody else or read differently, and some people get offended, some people get mad. When I say shit like that, but I just think it's unnecessary to do a lot of things. I used to deal with this lady. Yeah, exactly. I used to deal with this lady, and I can tell that she had issues, right? But I wanted to help her because I felt bad for her. And my heart was over my mind when it came to her. She made me feel like a certain way. And when I read for her in mediumship one time, she was all happy, and then she told me that she's also a medium, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So if you were a medium, then you should be fine. Why the fuck you need me for? Like. So then, I just took her whatever, however she was the way. Then I started to help her, and then we did a few lives together, and then she started going off the deep end, where she got possessed by spirit because she let herself go back to her old ways. When I got her on track. She was pretty good for a while, but then she let spirit overtake her body. She let money run her life, and she did a few readings and got them right, and she thought that she was God, or she thought that she was the best psychic since sliced bread, and she let all this algorithm shit get to her. And I told her, like, I say, you gotta calm down. Don't fucking tell me what to do. I'm back on my shit now, and I have a portal in my closet, and I'm crossing over spirit for people. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Then she had all this fucking sage gun, and an incense gun in her room and it looked like a fucking smoke fest. And then the smoke alarm will go off, and she's like, "That spirit saying that I'm right." I'm like, "No, bitch, that's all that smoke you got in your fucking apartment from that sage and that fucking incense and shit, and you ain't got no portal in your fucking closet. What you got in your closet is clothes and shoes and whatever else you got in there. Fuck you talking about, woman?" Then I had to cut her off because she was like going off the deep end, and people were like text me or call me like every other day to say that she was trying to talk to them and give them readings and trying to make money off them and aggravate them. I said, well, just block her. Then eventually she disappeared. And I was like, yeah, she must have fell through the portal in the closet and never came back. And everybody started laughing. I'm like, man, people like that, yeah, it's like you help them get back on track, and then they go to shit again. They think like, see, all this shit can really make you fucked up if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't do the right things and stop worrying about what everybody else does to make everybody's different. So everybody's got to protect themselves different, read different, do things different, you know. But then there's some things that you do where spirit's probably looking at you saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, like, are you crazy? How am I supposed to give you answers if you're acting like this? How am I supposed to make you, you know, part of like, you know, the spirit realm force that we can give you to read people if you're gonna act crazy? And I try to explain this to people all the time. That's why that person that Marilyn just said that Rita, you know, is trying too hard to be like Tyler and then end up failing because you're not supposed to be like somebody like that. That person's got their own identity. You know, you should never want to be like somebody else. You should be your own unique self. You should always be like the best version of you and never try to be like somebody else. But to each their own. You know, people just don't understand that. And I don't know why people don't understand that. But like, fucking, I want to be like somebody else. I want to be me. I'm happy being me because I know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm not perfect, but at least I know that doing this, I'm never going to be, you know, I'm never going to be like somebody else. I'm going to be who I am. I'm the same person I've been for all this time I've been on here. I'm the same person. I do what I have to do. I'm never disrespectful. I'm humble. I try and tell people. I always talk about spirit and God and Jesus. I always talk about, you know, praying. I always talk about like giving thanks for your life. I always talk about not bitching and moaning and complaining. It could be worse. I'm always trying to be positive, you know. I mean, I have my moments where I go off it and I say, you know, I'm not perfect, yeah, and I admit that. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna come on here and be fake and read somebody and lie to them about what I see. Hell no. You know how much karma I'll get for that shit? Fuck that, man. I don't want to be that person. I try to explain this to a lot of people who do this type of work that you got to stop letting fame, money, popularity get in the way. You can't let yourself get caught up in that type of shit. But you know, some people never learn. Not my problem. That guy became bitter and left his channel, yeah, because he realized he was somebody who he ain't. And there's another guy on here that does that every couple months. There's a guy on here called Rich Loop. I used to really like him back in the day. He's a good reader, right? And you know, he's very informative. He does his thing, but he's a bullshitter. He's a scam artist, and from time to time, he psychs the fuck out. And he must have a portal up his ass or in his closet too, because he thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. And then he'll come down to reality again, and then he'll be cool again, and then he'll just psych the fuck out, and be like, tarot is not good for you. Tarot is bad for you. Don't get readings. You're going to get addicted. And then next thing you know, he's like, hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to do all the signs. How you guys doing? And I'm like, this fucking guy's on crack. Fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're fucking possessed. How can you say 1 minute that tarot is bad for you and then you're still doing it? And then you're telling everybody you do readings, you're scamming people, and you're being a dirtbag. And then you team up with Leo King, disrespect him, get exposed again after I'm already told people about this guy already. And then you act like you're the greatest reader on YouTube. Get your bitch ass out of here. Shut the fuck up, man. You're possessed by the devil, bro. That's why you keep flip flopping. You guys keep flip flop. All these idiots on here keep flip flopping with each other. You don't hear nobody going on YouTube talking about Mark Tarot's fucking whack, and he's a scam artist. He's a piece of shit, and he's fucking whack and talks about bullshit. You don't hear nobody talking about me like that, because I keep to myself. I don't want to be popular, and I don't want to be around whack jobs and teaming up with other fucking idiots. Ain't none of these fools on my mentality level. They don't even know why they're doing this. They don't even know. They didn't even acknowledge God or spirit. They don't care. They're all about themselves. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You know? That's why I don't take nobody serious on here. All full of shit. Yeah, Dan. She had a bad accident, but she's gonna be all right. What happened with him and Leo King? They had a podcast together, and it was Leo King's podcast, and then Richard Loop joined it, and they were doing it for a long time, and then they fell out, and then Rich Loop went and talked shit about him, talking about he never paid him, and he's this and he's that, and blah blah blah. And I was like, here we go again. This guy can't be cool with nobody for more than a year, and he just falls out with everybody. And he's an Aquarius too, but he's probably got stupid, dumb, and jackass and asshole in his charts, because that's exactly what he is. He's a delusional idiot, and he fucked over. He tried to fuck over the Leo King, and then the Leo King put him on blast and put up the receipts of the payments he made to him on his bank account. And I was like, see, I've been telling people about this guy forever. And you idiots still want to be talking to this guy. I told everybody a long time ago that guy's the biggest con artist on YouTube when it comes to tarot shit. He took down a lot of his videos because he knew that he was full of bullshit. I exposed him a long time ago. And I tell everybody about that story all the time. One cold winter day, that fruitcake was out there smoking a cigarette. He looked like a pure crackhead that day. He was smoking a cigarette like this, and he was like, yeah, guys, my girlfriend kicked me out of my apartment. I don't have no money, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? And then pure people sent him money. And a week later, he was in Vegas with a new hoe and shuffling cards, came out with his phone, showed everybody his new truck and shit. And I was like, this guy went from crackhead to I'm cool and back. I'm in Vegas now, one of the most expensive places in the world. And I'm in Vegas right now with my new hoe, and we're going to do tarot together. And I got money. I went from crackhead, broke, to rich in Vegas with a new bitch. And everybody's money in my PayPal account. Dumbasses. They got conned. All those hoes that liked him end up paying for him and some other hoe. And then you fucked over Leo King, and then he fucked you back and told everybody love. The list of money that he gave him, thousands of dollars for doing this podcast. Take that. And I was like, there you go, everybody. I made my point. He's a con artist. It's all about that with that guy. Funny shit. Yeah, exactly. He probably does. Yeah, he's a complete weirdo, man. And I know a lot of people that like him, and still don't believe any of those things and take his side. And I'm like, all right, you guys don't learn. You guys don't understand. All right, well, whatever. You do whatever you want, then. You go listen to him. See where that's going to get you. I don't really like talking about people too much on here because it don't even make sense because they're never going to change. And I don't like to talk about fake ass psychics and scammers on here because sometimes it goes back to them and then they're gonna start trouble and shit with me and blah blah blah. But they don't really care about me anyway. They're not worried about what I say. Cause see, my platform isn't popular or big, which I love. So that way they will never know about me anyway. Now if like 20, 30 people came up to him and told him I was talking shit, then I'll be different. But even if I did, what am I saying is a lie. Prove to me I'm lying. They can't. That's why they never come in here and say anything to me or message me or say anything to me. Because I saw it with my own eyes. And that's it. That's why I keep doing me. See what my shirt says? That about explains it all. Faith over fear, baby. That's it. I don't fear none of this, nobody, none of this bullshit. I have faith that everything is gonna be alright. And I have faith that what I'm doing is right. And I don't fear that spirit's telling me the wrong things. But guess what? They don't know. They're too busy talking to the devil. Not me. I know. I'll stay over here in my little room, do my thing. No time for these people. Here comes Diamond, my biggest pain in the ass in the world. What's your problem? Huh? What is your problem? Let me guess. You want water? You want to pee? You want a lot of things in life. Talk about an Aquarius pain in the ass. Here's another one. Timu ass Aquarius. I'm coming right back. I'm just gonna take her outside to go pee. Come on, Dedo. You wanna go? Wanna go pee? Huh? You just stand there. Do you wanna pee or not? There's some days I wanna grab you by the scruff of your neck and drag your ass outside. Because you're not telling me what you want. I know what you want though. I'm gonna show everybody online what you want. You don't wanna go outside and pee. You rather hold your pee and aggravate me because you think I'm a mind reader and I can read what's on your mind. Well, you're right. I can read your mind and I know what you want. You want water, don't you? Go. Come on. I know what you want. I'm not stupid. I know what you want. Yeah. Move. Hold on a sec. Move. Come on. I know you want water. Come here. Because you're stupid. I know you by now. Yeah. You don't want to go outside and pee. You want fucking water. Animals are a pain in the ass. See what she did? She came and stood next to me as if to say, I opened my door. You want to go outside? No. Want to pee? No. You want water? Yes. And she's going to go over there and drink all the damn last drop of every last water bead that's in there. Hmm. There you go. Just like that, old drink. Within a second. 10 seconds, that shit's gone. She's still licking the bowl, thinking that there's something left in there. She must think there's a hose in there that automatically puts more water in there. She's still over there licking it, look. See? Dumb as hell. What do you want? Go lay down. Good girl. See, I tell you she don't want to pee. She want to drink water, now she's going to go lay down again. Never seen anything like it in my life. Always drinking. That damn, if you put her by the river, she be sleeping in the river, drinking water with her mouth open the whole night. That's all she wants is to drink water. Eat, sleep, drink, and piss. That's all day. Damn, dog. Pain in the ass. Reminds me of Lucky. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with people. I guess I'll never know. It's not easy. Some people will never learn. She's definitely special, all right. She's definitely special. The people she's dealing with right now are going to find out momentarily, if not already. That's for sure. I guarantee you. Good night, Sonny. Take care, sweetheart. Have a good weekend. You too. Thanks. Sonny, come back. I bring it all to you. Then it's like, come back. Sonny be like, look, man, I'm out of here. I'm gonna fucking sleep. I got shit to do. Baby, come back. You can blame it on Mark. I always do. Blame you. And all I say is, bitch, don't come back. I never needed you. You're a hoe, and everybody knows. Marky said, bitch, don't come back. You always blame me. Remix. If there was something, you would always blame me. That's facts. I always get blamed for everything, even though I ain't even done nothing. Shit. Well, I just look the wrong way and shit. I'll be alright, you know. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Well, after all, you're Marilyn Monroe, so you got hits, you know? Sing us a song, Marilyn. Are you Marilyn Monroe or are you Marilyn Monroe? I'm neither, Mark. She was such a popular person. Shit. When I was young, all I heard was that name, Marilyn Monroe. Nah, 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 nah. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Whose birthday is today? My sister's birthday is tomorrow. Do you ever check like what celebrities are born on the same day as you? Or like have the same birthday as you? Oh, and she's sang for JFK. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Well, a lot of them had a lot of husbands. Look at Marilyn Monroe. Look at like Madonna. Madonna's had more husbands than J Ho. I mean J Lo. All those celebrity hoods. You feel so sorry for the happy B-Day dress K Kim wore. I ain't talking about that damn woman around here. Kim Kardashian's a whack job. She all acting innocent now. Damn whack jobs. A lot of whack jobs. I haven't heard too much about her lately. I haven't heard much. She's 45 years old. She just meant 45. Oh, here we go. This is the dress you guys are talking about. Kim Kardashian flashes her cleavage in bizarre dress that has over 100 safety pins hanging from the edges. Let me be the judge of this, even though I don't like this devilish hoe. I'll look at it real briefly. Oh my god. Fucking whack job. That's what happens when you ain't got no life. That's what happens when you love attention. And that's what happens when you have dumb in your chart. Even her shoes have it. Them crusty ass toes. Ain't even got no nail polish on them. She ain't got no nail polish on. She looking fucking weird as shit. She looking faker and faker every day. Fake ass and fake titties. Fake everything. Yeah. If only she knew what it was like to change her kids' diapers with safety pins back in the day. Because her mama didn't change her ass like that either. I guarantee you that. Or maybe her mother told her, you know what? When you were a kid, we didn't have diapers back then. We had to use a cloth with safety pins. So these are all the safety pins I had from when you were a little kid. Oh, mom, you shouldn't have. Let me put them all over my diaper looking dress. I'm going to go buy a white dress and put all these safety pins on it. And I'm going to be a big diaper. Stupid ass. Then people wonder why. Oh, Lord Jesus, please forgive me. Forgive me for being like that. Stupid ass woman. Well, yeah, those people are weird anyway. Look how he turned out. That whole family's a bunch of whack jobs. All of them are all whack. Yeah. Well, Rob was the only one that I liked in the beginning. And then he got all fucked up too. Poor sight. I couldn't imagine having a bunch of hoe ass sisters like that and being having your privacy invaded. Oh, she's a weirdo. A lot of people get mad at me when I talk shit about her because a lot of people worship that woman. I got into an argument with somebody in here because I talk shit about her. I called her a hoe. And the person like, she's not a hoe. She's this and this, she's that. Nah, nah, nah. You're talking about somebody's mother. I'm like, who the fuck you talking to, woman? You don't see that woman's a damn hoe? She's made porno films and everything. What, you want me to show you? And that damn hoe. She's a weirdo. Her whole family's weird. And people watch their shows and not even really see the fine thing, the details in those shows. There was an episode in there that I didn't even think about it until afterwards. And I said, look at this shit. They're showing you how evil and nasty they are right there and then. Sick fucking people. Yeah. And people are weird. All whack jobs. Crazy ass people. All devil worshipping people. They sold their soul a long time ago, unfortunately. Oh well. Better them than me. I'll never do that. Never sell my fucking soul. Hell no. Bunch of weird people, man. I think the mother just went 70 something or 70. She just had a birthday, the mother. I think she went 70 years old or something like that, or 70 something. And she was out there like looking like a hoe like she is. Doing dumb shit. I'm like, look at this weirdo. She still ain't learned her lesson. Then the other day, that weirdo, Caitlyn Jenner, that tranny ass, he was at the gas station and somebody was recording him and talking shit to him. He didn't like it. He was getting mad and shit, fucking off the person and stuff. He was in like a white Porsche or something like that. He was like, Caitlyn, Caitlyn. And this other guy in the background was like, his name is Bruce. His name is that. I was fucking dying. I was like, look at this fucking idiot. You saw that coochie all day, every day that you wanted to be a damn woman. You went around those women and end up being one. That show, the Kardashians, fucked that whole family up. That's why they're all crazy. Because that show made them crazy. All that popularity and money and shit made them all crazy and made them all do stupid shit. That's what they did, see. Make all that money, don't even know what to do, then get high as fuck because you can't go nowhere because you're too popular. And then you have a fucked up life and you just start doing dumb shit. Wake up one day talking about you want to be a woman and change your name. And then you end up being the woman of the year, but still have a dick. That's what type of world we live in. Bunch of idiots. And then you want rights. All right, then. I already know where all of you is going. In that portal in the closet. Yep, pretty much. I must have watched that show maybe a handful of times because when she married Chris Humphries, he was playing for the Celtics at the time. He was a basketball player. He was playing for the Celtics. And they were talking about the show and he was in the show and I was like, oh yeah, look at Chris Humphries. He plays for the Celtics. I went to go watch the show a few times. And then I liked her brother because her brother was funny as shit, Rob. I used to watch it for Rob and for like Chris Humphries. I never cared about what those hoes was doing. Then the worst thing she ever did was marry Kanye. She went and drove him crazy. Kanye was already crazy, but then she took the cake. She made him even worse. Well, you ain't missing nothing. Like I said, the only reason I watched it was not because of them, it was because she was married to a Celtics basketball player at the time. And then he ended up leaving her ass. And then I started watching it because of Rob because he was funny as shit. He used to diss the shit out of everybody. I probably watched it 10 times. That's about it. That was it. Because it came on late my time, so I didn't really want to stay up that late and watch that bullshit. It started getting annoying. And then, like, one day, they were all eating at the table. And the guy said, what the hell is this? And they said it was human flesh or some shit like that. And I said to myself, I knew I just didn't hear what I heard. And I was like, yep, time to never watch this shit again. Good night. Fuck this shit. He's a bunch of weirdos. I'm like, yep, I'm done with these fucking people. I'm not enough. That's some whack ass people, yeah. Whack. Yeah, exactly. Kamala Harris is probably going to be next. Kamala Harris been getting drunk as fuck, going on TV acting crazy. There's a lot of people that do dumb shit. They said you look like Kourtney Kardashian. Well, to me, she's the to me she's the only one that's not fake. She's like the calmer one. She was actually the one that was married, had kids, and she was married to that crazy bastard too. But she was actually cool for. She was actually like the most decent one out of all of them. Courtney was like the more civilized one, and then she ended up turning out to be weird like them too. She had to play the role, and then yeah, yeah. Then there's an episode where they're all eating it, yeah, and they were very open about it too. Okay, yeah. You said it reminded him of her, so I'm thinking, maybe you look like her. If you do, that's nice. I'm sure you probably look better than her, especially now. Yep, it was, Dan. After I saw that episode, I was done. I'm like, yeah, hell no. I don't care if they're joking or not, or if they are joking or they're telling the truth. And come to find out that they were telling the truth, that they were doing that dumb shit. And I was like, no, no, I ain't watching this shit ever again. But that's good, Marilyn. I'm glad you don't. Because all of them look like shit right now. Too much drugs and alcohol and D. And probably STD. Them nasty ass things. Chloe and Kim are probably the nastiest. At least Courtney like had a marriage with that guy in the beginning and had kids and stuff. I don't know what she's up to now. But yeah. You don't want to look like them. I know plenty of women that look way better than all of them. Some of the women that come in here look better than them. Actually, let me check that real quick. Even though I don't really care about these fucking people. Um, Kourtney Kardashian is trapped in a toxic marriage. Travis Barker is isolating her from her family. There you go. So apparently, she's in a relationship with this whack job, Travis Barker. Oh, there you go. They're still whack. All she does is get pregnant, open up her legs. She's got like 7 kids or some shit like that. She's 46 years old. I don't know how true this is, but the news says Courtney cries after Kris Jenner caught Travis Barker and Kim K in bed. So obviously, so I don't know how true that is, but that was a month ago. I wouldn't put it past them. They're all a bunch of hoods and fuck each other. A whole bunch of dirty rats. Anyway, fuck those people. I hope they all rot in hell. I don't even like looking at them. Fuck them all. Enjoy, Lucky. Those people are whack as shit. I don't know. That's one. Those girls I've never been like attracted to. Like I've never really like said, oh yeah, I'm like so head over heels over these girls. I have to watch them. I never was like attracted to those three weirdos. I never really cared about them like that. I never really talked about them being. If a guy asks me, what is my top five most beautiful women celebrities in my lifetime? None of them will be on that top five list. None of them. Because they ain't that fine like that. And fine means, like, and beautiful means no fake shit. So that list is very small. And nowadays, I don't even know who I'm going to put on that list because a lot of these chicks are all fake anyway. So if you're fake, you're not really a real woman. So that list is very small. It might just be three people. One of my celebrity crushes from way back is Helen Hunt. She's obviously older now. She's probably older than me. Actually, let me check how old she is. Yeah, she's way older. I'm sure. But that was one of my celebrity crushes. Oh, I used to watch all her movies. Yeah, she looks terrible now. She's 62 years old, and she doesn't look that great. But I don't know. I hope she's okay though. But back in the day, she was beautiful. And I'm not really like a blonde loving type of guy. I don't really like blondes like that. But she was like one of my celebrity crushes back in the day. I always thought she was sexy. She was a great quarterback. QB, quarterback, or a queen beauty. She was she played in a football film. Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, now that you mention it, I remember it now. Yeah, one of my favorite movies that she did. I can't remember the name of it, but now I used to watch that movie a good bit, and I always used to like say to myself, "Damn, she's fine." I was young. If she's 62, then that means she's 14 years older than me. So like when I was young, she was probably in her 20s, and I'm like, or 30s, and I was like, dang. She was in some women. She was in a movie where she was looking good, and I just happened to like see her and be like, damn, who's this? She was looking good back then. She's older now, but you know. But that's one woman that comes to my mind that's always like, you know, good actress. I haven't really heard anything bad about her or anything like that. Mind you, I don't really know anything about her life, but back then I didn't really get a vibe off of her that she was a bad person or something. I just thought she was cute. That's all. It was her, and then Julia Roberts is another woman that I think is beautiful. That was an actress back in the day. She's still doing movies too. She still looks good. There's another chick that I like, but she did like a mini series and then she started doing movies, but I don't know her name though. And then I found out some shit about her and then I didn't like her anymore. I think her name, what is her name? Jessica Alba or something like that. Isn't that her name? I don't know. I don't want to fuck her name up. Isn't it? Is there a person named Jessica Alba or something like that? What the fuck's her name again? Yeah, yeah, Jessica Alba. That's the other girl that I liked. She did this show, like a mini series, a cop. She was like a cop or something like that. And I think she did like some psychic shit or some crap like that, or she saw stuff or something like that. But then she did some dumb shit, and I was like, this girl's whack. But she's fine as hell. She's 44, and she's still sexy. But she did some type of mini series. I used to watch it on TV, and I was like, damn, this girl's fine. She's fine as hell. But yeah, she's you know, yeah, she's still beautiful. She still looks good, but she did some dumb shit that I didn't like her no more. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember now, man. It was something that happened where she played some role in a movie and she did some dumb shit in the movie and I was like, oh Lord. I don't know. I think she did like some lesbian scene and it kind of turned me off and I'm like, man, can't be a lesbian. You gotta like D woman. Fuck. Leave that shit to somebody else. I think she did a lesbian scene with somebody. Or some shit like that, man. I can't remember what it was, but it turned me off. I was like, man, you should be kissing me, not her. I could be wrong, but I think something like that happened. And I was like, oh God. I don't know, I could be wrong though, but I think it was her that did that shit. And I was like, oh God. Why? Why? I want you to be with me. Now, I liked her too, but I can't remember the mini series that she did on TV where she was like a cop or something. Or she was a private investigator or some shit like that. This is years ago. I was still living at my mom's at the time. And she was young too, because she's younger than me. But she was fine as hell back then. And then she did some movie where I saw her kissing a girl, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's all. It just turned me off at the time. Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. You said she was in a movie with Danny Trejo Machette. I think I remember that, Dan. I'm not sure, but I gotta check if that's what happened because I'm not sure. Yeah, see, I knew it was that. Jessica Alba and Angelina Jolie lesbian kiss. See, I told you. It's a scene in the that series called Dark Angel. That's what it was. That's the name of the thing. Yeah, something like that. And I was kind of like, what the fuck am I watching? And that was back then. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? So yeah, I kind of got upset with that. I mean, she can be bi or whatever. She can do all that shit. But I was upset because I wanted her to kiss me, not some woman. That's all. You can be a lesbian all you want. I don't care. Okay. Marilyn, you said, what are your mother's thoughts and feelings about you and our life together? Well, I believe your mother thinks you're very sympathetic and understanding, friendly, loving, caring. She feels like you sincerely have interest in her and others, and you mean well. And she likes the way you express yourself to her. But she feels that she's like kind of a if your mother is sick or your mother is like losing her faith and she's like feeling weak or something like that, she feels like you're kind enough to deal with her. Man, fucking thing. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was stuck. Marilyn, let me know if you're here because I have your reading here. I don't know if you heard it or not. All right, Dan, take care, brother. You too. I realized it was stuck and then I stopped and then I had to reset it all. It hasn't done this all day. I came live another two other times and it never did this. But at nighttime it does this dumbass shit. It always like gets stuck and clicks out. It's so annoying. All right, did you hear the reading or did you hear some of it? Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, she played a lesbian role on NYPD. Yeah, I told you. I remember seeing her kiss this person, kiss this other chick, and I was kind of irritated. I was mad because I wanted to kiss me, not some other woman. It's all good though. She'll never kiss me anyway. She don't know me. I don't want her now anyway. All right, so I got that your mother. If your mother, I think you said your mother's sick or whatever, or something's up with her, but she feels like She doesn't want you to think that you're obligated to be with her all the time, or you need to, attend to her. She's like tempted to tell you, hey, look, don't worry about me, and you'll be fine, this and that. And she's very grateful that you are in her life. She's glad that she knows she can trust you. She knows you're very helpful. um, she knows you would offer your services to her anytime. I get good things about how your mother feels about you, but she feels like, how mothers are, like they don't want you to go all out over them. They don't want you to like waste all your time on them or worry about them all the time. You have your own life, that type of thing. If your mother's like that, then that's what I get in the cards. It's like she doesn't want you to feel like you have to be with her all the time or you have to deal with her all the time. But she's grateful for what you've done, for what you have done and what you're doing now. And right now she feels like all she can do is stay home and be away from things, and but she's kind of feeling like, deserted, or like feeling, like she feels like she's not really at her full self. So she feels like being home all day. If your mother stays home all day, then she's probably like, this is my life now, and I don't know what more to do, but I don't want to inconvenience Marilyn or anybody else. And everybody has their own life, yada 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 type of shit, like, but I get good things that she thinks about you, her thoughts and feelings about you and your life together. She's happy to have you, but she doesn't. She feels like this might be taking up too much of your time or wanting too much from you. She doesn't want you to look at her as like, this needy mother that needs her daughter all the time, or she fears that that's gonna happen. Like, but she considers you very well. I got all good things on how her thoughts and feelings about you. You know, obviously she loves and cares about you, but she doesn't want you to like overdo it. For her, and because you have your own life, which is a typical mother. My mother says the same thing, but I'm not gonna project my mother in the reading. So if you're helping her, she's very appreciative of it. I can't remember if you said that she was sick or not, but I'm getting that if she is sick, she doesn't want you to feel obligated to attend to her all the time and be worried about her all the time. So hopefully that makes sense. But nothing bad though. Her thoughts and feelings about you and your life together is fine. She's just worried that you might be like, that you give too much of your time. She might be tempted to tell you sometimes, like, don't worry about me, or, I'm fine, but I'm not really fine. That type of thing. But not in a bad way. It's in a good way. I try to be funny, man. If I'm not funny and I don't like say funny shit, I'll probably go crazy dealing with life. Ah, okay. So that's probably why she feels kind of like, I don't know, like I got the strength card reversed, and that's like a woman that feels weak and feels like, you know, um, she doesn't want you to think that she's petty, or she's like, needing you 100% and then taking from your life. And that's what that means to me. Like, she might feel like not guilty, but feel like frustrated that you have to move in with her and take care of her. Like you have your own life type of thing. I don't even think she feels guilty about it. She just feels like, I'm inconveniencing, Marilyn's life now, even though she says that it's fine or whatever, or she's reassuring me that she's okay with being with me, you know, but she's grateful for you. But at the same time, she's worried that she's taken her being sick is taken from your life, you know? So it's not like a bad feeling. It's just that she probably thinks from time to time, like, I'm sure Marilyn would love to do other things instead of be here with me right now. But then again, she's like, well, Marilyn reassures me that that's not the case, or, you know. But if you're cool with your mom, then she understands. She would do it for you. Come on, Dan. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's already midnight. That's very nice of you, Marilyn. Spirit would love you for that. Your mom would love you for that. It's good that you take care of your mom. Your mom would take care of you. You know, I'm proud of you for taking care of your mother. I'm taking care of mine too. Making sure my mom's okay every day. Make sure she has everything she needs. You know, tomorrow she's gonna come and have brunch with us, and then she's gonna have dinner with us tomorrow. I spoke to her like 3 times today on the phone. Make sure she's okay. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna spend majority of the day with her because it's my sister's birthday. So we're gonna all gonna get together and have lunch and dinner and hang out. So make sure I take care of my mommy. They're getting old, you know. Somebody's got to take care of them. And in spirit, one day they're gonna take care of us again. Believe that they will. So keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you for taking care of your mother. And nobody told you I am. I'm proud of anybody who takes care of their parents and their mother and treats them good. It's a good thing. It's a blessing. Some people don't even have nobody to take care of them, you know? It sucks. But anyway, I'm going to go get some sleep. It's already past midnight here, and I'll be back tomorrow at some point in time. Like I said, I got a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to hang out with my sister, my mom, my nephew, my sister's birthday, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to hang out with them, lunch, dinner. And I'll probably come on in the evening, like maybe around 9, 10 o'clock at night. So you probably won't see me until late tomorrow. But anyway, enjoy your Sunday and your weekend. And I hope you guys have a good weekend and you know, be happy and have a good time. Yes, I am. And you're a good daughter. See, I'm a good son and you're a good daughter. See that? We have something in common. We're good to our mothers. All right, Marilyn, enjoy your night and take care of your mom. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.